Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Reach out to me directly for pricing at tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing a lovely Rolex Oyster Perpetual Day-Date 118138 reference that was launched as part of a family of colorful 36mm strap-clad Day-Dates at Basel World 2013. This one in yellow gold features the Cognac Sunburst Dial. So it's a traditional Day-Date, 36 millimeters in diameter. It's 12.3 millimeters thick and from lug tip to lug tip, 43 millimeters with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. It wears beautifully. It's even easier to wear than if it were on the President bracelet. On the President bracelet, the Day-Date stretches 47 millimeters across the wrist, assuming we're talking about the modern 36 millimeter size. Here, at just 43, I've got a watch that's instantly viable on a smaller wrist, a lady's wrist, or the wrist of a person with a taste for traditional sizes. And it is flat enough with a sloped bezel to slide underneath a dress cuff. So I think you could wear this watch on a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference. The strap is a honey brown with large rectangular scale alligator leather, some bolstering or stuffing to give it volume. This is a high-grade cut. As you can see, the scales are very regular and large in shape. We have a folded edge with a monotone stitch. There's calfskin on the bottom. It's a brand new Rolex factory strap. This is a rare modern Rolex watch that has both a factory strap and a factory deployant clasp. You can see the crown externally, internally thick gauge yellow gold. Rolex has its own foundry. It makes its own cases, clasps, and bracelets, so this watch is all Rolex. There's a little insert in the flank of the case that helps to create less of a gap. If we just had a case and a strap, there'd be a big gap and a lot of daylight between them. So this little insert, which sits underneath the bezel, helps to close that gap and create a more integrated look. It's an oyster case, all of high polish. You can see we have a screw-down twin-lock crown for 100-meter water resistance. If you put this watch on a water-resistant strap, it is a swimmable watch. We have a beautifully sharp-faceted yellow gold bezel, and you can see that this watch has been rarely, if ever, refinished. For that matter, rarely, if ever, worn, because the faceting is still twinkling like a cut gem. That twinkle is emblematic of the Rolex crinkle-cut fluted bezels. Taking a look at the dial, Cognac Sunburst. It's somewhere between gold and orange. It has a directional grain radiating out from the center. There's a railroad track outboard for reading the minutes and seconds. You can see there's a little stylized Roman numeral outboard of each applied 18-karat yellow gold index. We have 18-karat hands, 18-karat indices, 18-karat Rolex crown. And this is a fairly sporty take on a Day-Date dial because it is fully luminescent. You can see this was just before the switch to Rolex Chromolite Blue Lume. We have a day and a date. We have hacking seconds and a double quick set. I'll demonstrate that. So you can see hacking seconds stops the movement. So you can set it to a reference time. And then we have a quick set for the date as well as the day, so you can set them independently. Inside the case, Rolex manufacturer caliber 3155, automatic winding, 48-hour power reserve. You've got the double quick set, the hacking seconds. The movement is a COSC certified Swiss chronometer. It has a full balance bridge and a free sprung balance so that you can set it very precisely as a Rolex watchmaker and then also count on its shock resistance because of the fundamental nature of those architectures. The overcoil hairspring is a blue oxidized niobium zirconium material that is highly anti-magnetic. Rolex calls that parachrom blue, and it uses a overcoil hairspring profile shaped by hand because the mass of an overcoil, unlike a flat hairspring, is highly centered. So in any position, the symmetrical mass all the way around of an overcoil means that the watch will keep very even time. It beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour, and it pivots on 31 joules. And of course, this movement is all Rolex, right down to the lubricants. Rolex even makes its own. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.